Finally, something that's not about us and negative about the Bengals. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Falcons rookie cornerback, Kobe Bryant, and not the Seahawks Kobe Bryant, who is a starting corner. We're talking about Kobe Bryant, this guy right here. And if you look at where he is on the depth chart, he is all the way over here. So he is a backup to the backup to the backup. Okay, these advertisements are wild. Okay. Anyway, if we go to the Seattle Seahawks roster, where are the Seahawks? Seahawks. Bro, hold up. Right there. My bad. Scroll moment for a second. Anyway, Kobe Bryant on the Seahawks is a starting free safety. So, just saying, this guy is a backup of the backup of the backup. Not saying his opinion doesn't matter, but I'm just saying it's not like a starter is coming out and saying this. This is a, undrafted guy who is hoping to make the roster. Anyway, I don't know why I'm white knighting for this whole post, but yeah, so I just want to give some preface there. He posted James Harden in a Ravens jersey with the number 8. You don't know what this means. He's saying that Lamar Jackson, who is number 8, right, is just James Harden of the NFL. James Harden is known as a playoff choke. He's also known as someone who cannot play defense. So, ironically enough, there's two meanings. But what he's meaning by this is that he's saying Lamar Jackson's a playoff choke. He's saying James Harden's a playoff choke. Lamar Jackson's a playoff choke. Now, James Harden is great in the regular season, chokes in the playoffs. Lamar Jackson, great in the regular season, chokes in the playoffs. So, yeah, let's talk about that fact. 3-5. Lamar is 3-5 currently in the playoffs. For a little side comparison here, Joe Burrow, who every time he's been in the playoffs has had one of the worst offensive lines possible, is currently 5-2 with a Super Bowl appearance. So, listen, Ravens fans, I didn't make the joke. He did. I'm just telling you. Anyway, so continuing, it's kind of weird though because overall record for James Harden in the playoffs is 90-83. So he's actually above 500. Now again, a lot of the reasons why is because there's some games he should have won and he ended up losing. Now my favorite basketball team is OKC, and he did have 3 playoff games with us. Obviously, in the end, right now OKC is doing pretty dang well, so I'm actually pretty happy about that. But then he left us, went to Houston, and not really his fault. Our owner is cheap as anything, so when he left us, I'm not really blaming that on Harden. We also lost KD. We also lost Westbrook. It is what it is. Point of the matter is, yes, he's not, he's 0.520, so he's right above 500 in the playoffs. Hey, listen, at the end of the day, this is a backup of the backup of the backup. So this is the best we got right now, okay? Now, do the Falcons play the Ravens this year? Now I'm kind of curious about that. I don't feel like they do because we don't play the Falcons. And I mean, what I mean by that is we don't play the South. And so usually your division plays one, or I think it's 2 divisions the same. So you play 2 of the same divisions. So let me see. Do they play the Falcons? They do not. So this is an interesting post even more now because this is someone talking trash when they will probably never play the Ravens. This guy will probably never play the Ravens. He doesn't play them this year, and unless they get to the Super Bowl, the Falcons, that is, there is a 0% chance he'll play them if he does make the 53-man roster. If he doesn't, he really won't play the, Ravens. So, yeah, this is talking crap for someone who isn't going to be able to back it up. So, but again, I fully heartedly agree that Lamar is a playoff joke. So at the end of the day, he's a great regular season quarterback. He's 70-24 in the regular season, and in the playoffs, he's 3-5. So just like us, this is the same perspective I'm going to give here to Baltimore. Just like us, if you want that narrative to change, you have to win. You have to do it yourself. You have to change the narrative yourself. If you don't like it, you crapped out of luck. Because unless you change the narrative and start winning in the playoffs, everyone has the right to say you're a playoff choke. Just like everyone has the right now to say we're not a playoff team because we haven't made it the last 2 years. We don't have the right to brag or talk trash about it. They don't have the right. They don't have the right to say he's not a playoff joke. Our defense sucks. We don't have the right to say we're going to be amazing with our defense sucking. So, shout out to Kobe Bryant. I wish it was the starter for the Seahawks. They don't play the Seahawks this year, but it would be a little bit more funny because then it's like, well, the Seahawks could make the Super Bowl technically with Sam Darnold. Also, it's a starter saying it. And when a starter's talking trash, it means a lot more than a undrafted guy. In all honesty, I think Kobe Bryant needs to focus more on making the team than talking trash. I'm just saying. I like looking at this from a perspective of I think it's hilarious that he talk trash. He probably should focus on making the team. Last thing you want is to become a distraction for the wrong reasons. So, tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. See you guys next one. Peace out.